I know how important it is for people out there who are trying to look for additional ways to make more money, or even make some money, make any money. And $10,000 a month, that is not too bad. I came across this article. You guys know me, always doing my research on TaskRabbit. And of course, to kick things off, I got to ask you, if you or do you, not if you, but do you want to make bank in 2022? Well, maybe you should quit your job and mount TVs for a living. So if you are one of those millions of Americans who have already quit your job, have you considered mounting TVs? I've said it in any video that I'm talking about TaskRabbit. I'm like, man, I could be making more money if I knew how to mount TVs. Well, it literally starts this article off talking about how you should quit your job, just like the great reset or whatever. If you know how to mount TVs, you should absolutely consider signing up with TaskRabbit, because William Young, a 23-year-old who made $160,000 last year on TaskRabbit. No joke, real talk. We're going to dive into 7 different ways for you to make pretty good money, in which I can kind of attest to some of these other one or two of these other ideas that we're going to cover here, since I'm starting to venture down those roads and I'm seeing the interest or I'm already making a little money. So, number 1, become a tasker. We're all curious about Young's success, so let's dive right in. After graduating from NYU in 2020 amid the pandemic with only $3,000 to his name, William Young, 23, joined TaskRabbit, the marketplace for cleaning, moving, and other home-based service providers. The Fitty resident quickly found himself making more than $130 a day, so he decided to go full-time. To date, he's made upward of $200,000. When I first started tasking, I took on as many jobs as I could across different categories, he said. After I got some experience, I realized I could best understand clients' needs when it came to moving and furniture, so I decided to specialize in these categories. Now, about 85% of his work is mounting TVs, mirrors, and pictures. He takes home around 13. My friends, are you guys listening to the words coming out of my mouth? He takes home around $13,500 on average per month. My advice to taskers is always to work on improving your skill set and, more importantly, your customer service skills. This is truly half the job, he said. The more communicative you are, the better. And I'm going to throw in my 2 cents, and I'm going to agree with what he is saying and let you guys know. Again, I don't do like the amount of jobs that I've missed, like where I've missed the opportunity to make more money because I've moved someone in and then they'll say, oh, and can you help us with mounting this TV or mounting that mirror or whatever it might be? Or can you come back in a week and do I know for a fact I've missed out on some good money, and it's not even something that I'm offering as like a service that people would book me on. That said, I believe this 100,000% that he is killing it mounting TVs alone, and that being 85% of his work. And this is why I keep telling people I'm not focused on only TaskRabbit. I do have my consulting services, which is something else we'll dive into in this list. And you can find me on Fiverr as well under consulting or cold calling, other kind of sales and marketing services. So, for me, it works out fine. I don't need to learn how to do mounting at this point in time. However, it's something that I can consider doing, and I will consider doing when the appropriate time arises. Next on the list is to become an image consultant. Growing up, Joseph Rosenfeld, 52, living in Bed-Stuy, was bullied about his looks. He had an epiphany that if I created a personal style, everyone would leave me alone, he said. The strategy worked and led to a thriving career, first selling designer clothes, then launching his own image consultancy, focusing heavily on NYC and Silicon Valley clients. For the last 21 years, I've helped geeky tech and finance executives to develop their image, personal style, and executive presence, he said. He also works with legal teams to help make the right impression at hearings and trials. And all his work generates $30,000 or more, 30,000 plus a month. Come on, my friends. Are you guys listening to this? His advice to fellow aspiring fashionistas. I don't even know if I said that right. Turn a passion for fashion into a satisfying career by studying personal image and style. Develop an outreach strategy to find the people with whom you most align. With time, you can up your rates. Above all, don't go broke making yourself look Instagrammable, he said. Hey, you guys, you can see what it is. I'm just letting you know. There are obviously other ways that you can make a killer. Hearing this over here talking about how he's making, working with legal teams and how to make the right impression at hearings and trials, I think is kind of brilliant and something a lot of people probably don't even think about trying to target a potential audience for. But outside of it, something in a legal environment like that, consider other professional markets that people might not be targeting where the prospective clients for you might have a higher budget where they could afford to still invest heavily in someone and allow you to make potentially $30,000 plus a month or more. Yeah, he is killing it, obviously. Next on the list is to cook up a storm. Midtown resident Lena Werner Gray, founder of the Earth Diet and a health and nutrition coach for Complete Wellness NYC, has raked in major income and branded recipe development. She logs between $25,000 and $50,000 a month by dreaming up trending recipes for corporate clients, rounding out her income with recipe video reels on Instagram, for which she's paid based on the number of views. She also writes meal plans for people with health concerns. The key is to be doing two main things at all times: focusing on ways to get new clients and projects, and secondly, fulfilling your clients' current projects. She advises aspirants to invest in a good camera. She loves the Canon EOS M50, follow food trends, and build relationships with brands that make your favorite ingredients. Do this by authentically coming to them saying you are a fan of their product, including links to your work, and sharing that you would love to talk to them to explore a partnership. Next on the list is to become a virtual assistant. This idea comes from Elena Goldstein, a certified professional coach in Brooklyn Heights who works with millennials to land well-paid careers they love. Many of them are coming to her wanting to build a side hustle or start their own business. And a virtual assistant, a VA, is someone who can work remotely to support business owners on the back end of their business, she said. Many VAs focus on administrative tasks, but some help with social media, podcasts, and much more. As a VA, you can support multiple clients at once. So if you are paid a monthly retainer by each, you can hit your $10,000 monthly goal. Get started by putting together a list of admin services you offer, then go on sites like freelancer marketplaces, Upwork and Fiverr, and even Instagram to find clients. Hey, and I will once again agree with this and let you guys know. I mean, I always suggest, if I'm not talking about TaskRabbit, you guys know I mentioned Fiverr and another platform that I've actually hired consultants for, or maybe not consultants, but I've hired professional assistants. It's been on Upwork, which I am a fan of Upwork as well, and would highly suggest getting on all of these platforms and just building up your clientele, just like it's saying, with 3-4 customers that you have under your belt where you're working as a VA. You know, depending on the client, it might be pretty simple. Oftentimes it's going to be a routine and kind of, you know, just a system, a process, a workflow that you just follow. I'm kind of in a similar position now where I'm looking to build up a small team, and oftentimes it's just a matter of finding someone who can, I mean, if not find someone who can work full time, at least someone who can contribute in a small way to help with, you know, the bigger picture. So I would absolutely consider or recommend, I should say, that you guys consider checking out the virtual assistant opportunities that are here on Upwork and Fiverr. Next on the list is to create digital assets or a virtual course. Things like budget templates, lessons plans, or instrumental music all involve upfront creation but require little maintenance. As Salzburg, Austria's Francis Ware, a Corn Ferry career and leadership coach, suggested, it requires some research to understand what people find valuable and some initial creation time, but once established, all that's left to do is to market your assets and watch the money roll in, she said. Bonus points and cash go to those who create a series of assets or courses. Yeah, like I said, in the process, in the journey of building up, courses, you guys can head over to makeManageGrowMoney.com and check out 2 different courses that are currently there. However, both of my courses are free, and I'm doing this so that I can just get better insight from you guys. The feedback that I often get is always helpful, always crucial to help me with being able to make a better course, and just a better experience for anyone who does join them. And down the road, maybe making more exclusive content will put me in a position where I'll feel more inclined to be able to add a fee in which I can make money off of them. But right now, nope, I don't make any money off of my courses, but obviously many people do and have. So definitely consider doing that if you have a certain skill set, certain knowledge on a particular topic that you can create some sort of virtual course on, or digital assets that you can sell. Next on the list is to start thrifting and reselling items. If the past 2 years aren't inspiration to remove the clutter from your closet, we don't know what is. Take things a step further by buying clothes and accessories to sell along with what you already own. Look for cool and affordable items in thrift stores. Sites like Poshmark and Mercury have made it so easy to sell old clothing items online. You can expand by offering to help friends and family sell old items for a cut of the profits. Just be like, yo, man, I'm gonna help you sell all your old stuff online. You just let me get 20%. You keep the rest. Bam. And maybe it's even more than that. I don't know, something you can work out with them. But if you know people kind of are hoarding, sitting on a lot of potential valuable things, they don't know how to sell it, don't want to sell it, you can use your sales skills and, be proactive. Take the initiation to offer some kind of deal, which, like I said, 25%, 30%, whatever it might be. And, you get a small cut for your efforts. Last on this list is consult for startups. And I thought this was fitting because, it's kind of just sharing advice, sharing tips, sharing your knowledge, your experience with others who haven't necessarily gone that road, who don't know as much as you might on a particular topic. And as you guys can see, on top of her full-time job as principal at the California-based venture capital firm Frontier Ventures, Tudor City's Julia Lemberski, 29, is the co-founder and managing director of startup consulting agency JJ Studio, helping startups scale their market channels, plan expansions, and hire talent. She charges her clients between $5,000 and $20,000 per month, netting a cool $50,000 per month. Review your entire career and figure out what the common thread is, she said. What is your superpower? What topic did people ask you for advice on? What did you enjoy doing most? Tell everyone in your network about it. You'll be surprised how many companies in your network need exactly the help you can provide. And I will finish on this note. I do have my small consulting company where I do provide sales and marketing consulting services, as well as kind of a personal finance, self-employed guidance. I guess you can say coaching is what I like to refer to it as. And ultimately, too often people underestimate the need to have some sort of guidance when it comes to some of these new startups, some of these new ventures, and or potentially just being able to expand or grow in this digital age, this digital economy. So that's where I saw a need. I saw, based on my experience, sales and marketing software experience in the past, it was perfect. It was fitting. And it's something where I do make consistent income. It's a consistent revenue stream for me every month. And, as I continue to kind of mention it to people, market and promote it, it slowly picks up more and more attention, which allows me to generate more money, which will get me closer to that. I'm not quite where our girl over here is, Julia, with the 50,000 per month, but we're heading in the right direction. Definitely heading in the right direction. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. Definitely curious to hear, what do you guys think? Feel free to leave a comment down below with your thoughts. I mean, do you think it's possible? Have you considered, any of these potential ideas? Joining TaskRabbit, trying to do some sort of image consultant, some sort of cooking, maybe doing virtual or digital courses, virtual assistant. The list goes on. The list goes on. But feel free to leave a comment down below with your thoughts. And while you're down there, definitely smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date on all of our latest and upcoming video content. But all right, my friends, you already know I gotta keep it moving, but I'll see you in the next video. Peace.